Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from the Steel City. This one taken at the 7. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Jamal Hill there for the tackle. Second and 7. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's fighting and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Past midfield to the 45. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun. It's May. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Brown. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike, it seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for 1 count longer. It most likely was going to result in a sack.
He'll look to throw. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. They'll look to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. He'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but now a long way to go on third and goal.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Whoa! And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Quick throw, taken in. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Now give on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's May. A throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really...
And he's in! Touchdown, Cowboys!
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Second and 11. To throw now, May. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Third and long. Here's May. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. At their own 36-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go now.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll go play action with May. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is May. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Third and long. Now, May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Here's a designed run. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Third and 9.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
1st and 10. To throw is May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, here's May. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned. They kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Man in motion, heading left. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily at a complete less than half of your pass attempts. It just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Sending it downfield for Fant. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
And after that explosive play, extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Third and 5.
Let's go.
He chooses to keep it on the zone read.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to sneak it here.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Two choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get them back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's into the hands of Band. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback, and I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
Here's second and 9.
Go.
To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.